Between the ages of 9 and 12, the foundations of volleyball movement are built, foundations without which later progress is not possible. It is an extremely important period, without question, but we will not treat it as something overly serious. It is still a time of childhood.
Our friends Curly from Slovenia call this phase movers, while the Canadian LTAD volleyball model calls it learning to train. But the name is not the most important thing. This is the moment when simple running around begins to turn into movement with structure and purpose. It is no longer enough to just chase the ball, but it is also too early to turn a child into a specialist. So what is it about? Not about chasing performance and certainly not about producing young champions, but about building a broad and solid movement foundation from which a true athlete can grow.
And the main goal? The broadest possible movement foundation. That means developing general athletic skills, building movement literacy, and taking advantage of this unique period when children learn coordination and movement almost naturally. From a motor learning perspective, this is a golden opportunity. The training focus: to acquire basic movement patterns, improve coordination, refine running, jumping, and throwing, strengthen balance and core stability, mobility, and flexibility. And conditioning? It should grow primarily from play and natural movement.
And what about strength training at this age? Yes, it is time, but done properly. First comes technique without load and the body itself, which is the best gym in the world. Only when movement is correct do light tools follow. Small dumbbells, kettlebell, medicine ball, bar or resistance band. These tools should be part of every volleyball club's equipment. And what is the priority? Correct execution, movement control, and safety. It is not about doing as much as possible, but doing it well. What is quantity worth without quality? What should a child master? Squats, hip hinge, pulls, pushes, supports, and various stability positions, along with proper posture and an activated core, lower back, and hips. These are already the foundations of future volleyball skills: spiking, blocking, and passing.
Coordination is essential at this stage. Jump rope, footwork, coordination of arms and legs, as well as eye-hand coordination. Reaction drills, agility, changes of direction, along with various games and coordination tasks. Why? Because a child should not only move a lot, but also move intelligently. This is the time when movement becomes refined, precise, and responsive to more subtle control. That is why agility, direction changes, rhythm, reaction, footwork, balance, and coordination of arms and legs are crucial, as well as tasks requiring precision and timing. For volleyball, this is a golden period.
The athletic foundation cannot be overlooked. It is built from simple and honest elements: running technique, takeoffs, jumps, throws, changes of direction, as well as speed and reaction drills. In short, from the fundamentals of athletics, without which the body cannot learn to move fluently. After all, how can a child play well later if they first do not learn how to run, jump, throw, or react properly?
And what do we have here? The well-known and often discussed topic of core and balance. This is not about isolated abdominal training. It is about keeping the body stable through a well-developed core even in movement, being able to stand, align, maintain position in all directions, and resist external forces. Boys at this age prefer games with a ball, but the core does not strengthen itself, so we must design exercises that are engaging while still effective. Girls tend to be more aware in this aspect, but may sometimes struggle more in competitive play situations. Mobility and flexibility should not exist separately as isolated disciplines, but should serve quality movement. They develop in two ways: naturally, through climbing, games, and varied movement, and also through targeted exercises, including mobility drills and well-integrated ballistic stretching.
Endurance at this age should not be developed through boredom. Long, formal, and monotonous methods do not belong here. Endurance grows best in an indirect way, through movement games, relays, and repeated activities that the child enjoys. And boys, they want to move wildly, compare themselves, compete, and even engage physically. They throw themselves into such games headfirst without even realizing that they are building endurance and resilience at the same time. The essence of the boys' principle is competitiveness, and at this age it becomes clearly visible. And such an exercise? Is it not already a small and quite targeted preparation for blocking? The blocking clamp, do you remember?
And now, how should training be organized and what forms should be chosen? At least twice a week, for about half an hour to an hour. The greatest emphasis should be on variety, because where everything repeats over and over, there is not only the risk of boredom, but also the danger of premature specialization. It is important to combine exercises with play, to frequently change activities, to organize everything clearly and simply, and above all, to keep the children moving. No unnecessary standing around, but also no overload. Simply put, the child should look forward to the next session.
What should we focus on in a child's development? Not only the years on the birth certificate. Alongside chronological age, there is also biological maturation and training age, meaning how much the child has actually trained and played. Strength training up to the age of 12 should not serve performance alone, but also health. It should help build a muscular foundation, improve posture, prevent injuries, and correct physical asymmetries. In short, the goal is not only to make the child stronger, but also to align, stabilize, and prepare the body to function well over the long term.
Learning must take priority over competition. At this stage, training and development should clearly lead, not the pursuit of results. Roughly 70 to 30. The child should primarily acquire skills, not be pushed into early specialization or into an environment where every match feels like the fate of the world. And now the often discussed topic, conditioning and mindset. These are not two separate compartments. It is not only about what the child can handle physically, but also about the environment in which they grow, whether they are allowed to make mistakes without fear, and whether training makes sense to them. This is where confidence in one's own body is built, along with resilience to stress, the ability to handle demands, self-discipline, character, work ethic, and teamwork.
All of this should lead to one thing, a quality volleyball action at the end, such as the forearm pass we see here, but it does not grow on its own. It must develop from consistent and thoughtful care of the body, and that is exactly what this episode aimed to highlight.